If you were expecting a mid-range shakeup, it might be time to lower your expectations. The upcoming Samsung Galaxy A57 5G isn't arriving as a bold statement, it's arriving as another carefully calculated refresh that feels engineered to avoid risk at all costs. While Samsung keeps the spotlight firmly on its premium ambitions with the Galaxy S26 lineup, the A57 has been quietly ticking off regulatory approvals in the background. It recently cleared Singapore's Infocomm Media Development Authority, appearing under the model number SMA576BDS. The global B variant with dual SIM support confirms nothing more than broad availability. Connectivity: 5G, NFC, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, exactly what any phone in this bracket must include just to stay relevant. This device has also surfaced through India's Bureau of Indian Standards, obtained clearance from Bluetooth SIG, passed 10AA listings, and appeared on the Google Play console. When a phone cycles through this many databases, it doesn't build suspense, it drains it. Leaked CAD renders suggest slimmer bezels and a slightly more refined frame, but marginally thinner borders don't equal meaningful progress. Premium look has become shorthand for minor polishing rather than genuine design risk. Launch timing is rumored for March or early April, potentially alongside the Galaxy A37. That scheduling aligns perfectly with Samsung's annual refresh rhythm. There's no surprise strategy, no bold repositioning, just another predictable calendar entry designed to fill the gap between entry-level devices and headline flagships. The hardware story follows the same pattern. A 6.6-inch AMOLED display with a 120 Hz refresh rate sounds appealing until you remember that this has become standard across the upper mid-range. It's no longer a differentiator. Power is expected to come from the Exynos 1680 chipset, reportedly delivering a 15 to 20% bump over the Galaxy A56. On paper, that's an improvement. In practice, incremental gains rarely transform day-to-day usage. Battery capacity is said to remain at 5,000 mAh with 45 watts wired charging. Once again, Samsung appears to be copying forward its own template. Consistency can be positive, but here it feels more like reluctance to experiment. The camera array: 50-megapixel main, 12-megapixel ultra-wide, 5-megapixel macro, and a 12-megapixel selfie shooter. Reads like a specification sheet recycled from previous generations. Software may ship with One UI 8.5 based on Android 16, but launching with the latest Android version should be an expectation, not a headline feature. It's basic compliance with the current ecosystem. Pricing is expected to mirror its predecessor, locking the A57 into the familiar mid-range bracket. And that's ultimately the theme here: familiarity. The Galaxy A57 doesn't appear to challenge the segment, it maintains it. Samsung isn't redefining value, it's preserving a formula that sells. If this is the refresh cycle Samsung considers enough, the mid-range market won't be uncomfortable. It'll be comfortable, maybe too comfortable. That's all for now. More specs may surface soon, but whether they change the story is another question.